Thank you for registering, campers. Come sit by the fire and await your counselors, Michelle and Samantha. Welcome to Camp Fear.
Welcome to Camp Fear, where we discuss horror movies that are available for free on sites like YouTube, Tubi, Momitu, all of them. Today we are talking about Easter Bunny Massacre, which was made in 2021 and available on Tubi. And as always, there will be spoilers, so please watch the movie first and then come back and join us.
A group of friends hiding a deadly secret are hunted down one by one by a bunny masked killer.
It was a movie.
It was a movie.
For me, it was difficult to watch because the score to the movie was louder than the dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to have closed captions on. So just a warning for people who watch it that you might have to have the closed captioning on.
Yeah, the dialogue was very low in some points, and I was just like leaning into my television, like, what are you saying? So, yeah. So we start off with this nice frenemy group camping, and they're having a good time. They pull out some pills. They got a few things they smoke in, and they're just, you know, having a fun time graduating high school.
Graduating high school over Easter weekend, which is typically in April.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like some sort of vocational high school, and they have odd years. Or she just said, yeah, because Easter was the one girl, Heather, the blonde, is her favorite holiday. And I mean, I get it. Lots of candy.
Yes.
My favorite candy comes out in Easter, so that makes me happy. She has that bunny mask with her, and she's like, hi, guys, this is so fun. I'm like, that thing is creepy.
It is creepy.
As hell. It's already got blood on it.
Yeah. Did it like come that way from Party City or wherever Spirit Halloween?
Spirit Halloween? Blood rage. I'm like, whoa. You know, she's flitting around person to person, talking, chatting, and all that. And then it's just her at the end of the night looking into the fire, which, you know, camping is wonderful. I love camping. Look at our fire. We made that. And then she gets got and taken out by a pair of scissors. So
by someone wearing the bunny
costume. So now it's even bloodier. And then the next morning, one of the guys wakes up. Carl wakes up. Covered in blood. So we're thinking, ooh, did Carl do that? But then come to find out, everyone is covered in blood. So no one knows what happened. That would be kind of scary. Like, I thought that was a really cool concept. It's like, oh, who done it? Who done did it? So they all have blood all over them. And my note here, I said, I know. Yeah, because we cut to a year later, and it's like, I know what you did last Easter.
That's amazing. Well, they before they cut to a year later, they make a pact that they aren't going to tell anyone about Heather's murder because they're all going to a university and they don't want to ruin their lives or anything. So they weigh her down in a river, very much like I know what you did last summer. But then they make a cross out of wood, very The Walking Dead. So they have they have this cross in the middle of a field, probably 100 yards away from where they dumped her body, and then put her bracelet on it. And they totally made this memorial area for her.
Yeah, I remember watching that going, that's kind of counterintuitive, guys. What are you doing?
Yeah, I will say I figured out the killer at this scene.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What gave it away?
I guess we'll tell you now.
Oh, okay. Spoilers.
The girl Amy is the killer, and what gave it away is she was wearing high-rise jeans, and anyone who wears high-rise jeans has something to hide.
Not just a butt crack.
Yep. Well, yeah, because they're covering the butt crack, their navel, everything. You got them up to here. You're hiding something.
You got to protect all your innards.
Yeah.
All the soft spots.
So that's how I knew it was her.
Okay. That's funny. I started suspecting. I don't really remember what hit me. I just, growing up watching horror movies, my dad always was like, that's the killer. And I'm like, how do you know? And then he was always right. I mean, he
Mhm.
probably watched the movies ahead of time. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he was always right. So I always try to guess.
Yeah.
We'll get to the
Uh-huh.
other person that I was like,
Yeah.
duh.
Yeah.
So,
For me, it's usually the person or the character who wants to either take you to the danger or leave you in the danger.
mhm,
That's, yeah.
for sure. Like, oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Bye.
So I just ruined every single horror movie for you ever.
Or created a fun new game for everyone.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. So then like we cut to like a year later and then they have these letters that are like, hi, come to my Easter party. Love, Heather.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of, they're thinking like, oh, this is kind of cruel. They all come together. Amy and Carl were a couple and they're not anymore. And then they see each other and it's awkward. And, so they're reconnecting. And then he brings Amy to like the group where everyone's now together. And what I found super weird.
Yeah.
You are invited mysteriously to an Easter party by the girl that you murdered as a group and swore never to talk about it again. Why are you bringing plus ones?
Yeah. Yes. Two of the people bring a plus one. Amy brings her brother, and then whatever his name is brings his girlfriend. Neil.
Yep.
And then Neil brings his girlfriend. And also, this is over Easter weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Are none of them Catholic? Do none of them have family obligations?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, this is like, don't you want to spend time with?
Yeah, because I'm 46 years old and I still can't make plans on Easter.
Yay, non-religious family. Well, no, my husband's family is religious, so we got to go there.
Okay, so see?
Yeah. Forced due to marriage.
Yes.
Oh man. Okay. But yeah, so they're all there except for one. Zara is missing. And then they'd said, they're alluding to her, not alluding to, they straight up said it, that she killed herself.
Yeah.
And all the guilt that weighs you down. So they're sad about that. Zara can't be there. Yada, yada.
Yeah.
And
And they assume Zara committed suicide because of the guilt from Heather.
Yep. But now they're discussing if they okay, who sent the invitation? Ha, you guys, this isn't funny. This is a cruel joke. And then none of them are owning up to it. And then they slowly discover, oh, none of us did this. And then was that when the first, oh no, they go to their rooms and then they settle in and then they found those little chicks, those little fluffy chicks. And then they have a little clue on them to go to the kitchen or the dining room. Kitchen.
Yeah, to the kitchen. Yeah.
Memory. So then they go to the kitchen and they're doing this little Easter egg hunt and there's more chicks and then they have, their names on them and they each have a different clue. And then they go to the dining room, they find a box. Oh no, they have the same clue, then they end up in the dining room, find a box with a voice recorder in it. And it's Heather. So at this point, presumably, Heather is not dead.
Right. And on the box it says fragile, but it's just a voice recorder.
But it's like a super old brick ones, one of those ones that you could chuck across the room and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
So, I was thinking of the Home Alone one.
The Talk Boy?
Yeah.
I had one of those.
Those were fun. I had a friend who had one of those and we were always like, oh, we're such good singers. Let's listen back. So. They end up, then they have this basket of eggs where they all have to ask a question of each other. The questions were stuff like, where were you? What were you talking about? What did you, weren't you the one talking to this person? Because it's a hazy memory, there was,
Going back to the night of Heather's death.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Drug, sex, and rock and roll type of night. So things are hazy and they're trying to put memories together. Oh no, you were talking to this person. No, you were talking to that person. No, it was this one. So they're trying to get to the bottom of it because Heather's voice is if you don't tell me who did it, you're going to die.
Yeah.
Some bad thing's going to happen to you. So she's really imploring them to go through these memories. So one of the questions leads them to go outside looking for another clue and they're looking through the garden bed and they found another box with another voice recording hey, we're getting closer to time that you need to tell me who did this. And more panic ensues. So then they're going to have dinner, and they all separate after finding the second box. They separate, and then they go get dressed up, get all dolled up for this dinner.
Yeah.
Which I don't fully understand, because who cares?
Right. At so many times they could have just been like, I don't care about any of this. I'm leaving.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So they go get dolled up for dinner, and then Amy finds like a bloody handprint to this other room. And so she goes into that other room, finds a third box, and brings it out to the group, and is like, hey, found this other box. And a detail that I really did think was smart, was pretty cool, was in the Easter basket there was a cross, and it was the same cross from the grave.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was the top of it I recognized. I was like, oh, hey. So I thought that was super clever. I was like, oh, way to tie that together and give the illusion further that Heather's not dead and she found her own gravestone.
Well, also, while they split to go get ready for dinner, they are one by one being killed off by the bunny suit person. So the bunny suit is now here.
Yeah.
Killing people one by one.
Yeah, we've seen him like cross the hallways, like looking at the, the people, doing your typical creepy, stalker, mass stalker, killer stuff.
Yeah.
But sorry, something on the map. So something else that was interesting was Neil, has a fight with Marie, and she's like, I don't want anything to do with this, because she knew Heather too, and was like, this is screwed up. I don't know if I want to be with you anymore. And he's like, please, no, love me still. And so she's like, I'm just going to go to dinner. I'll see you out there. And then he goes outside. I don't know what caught his attention. That was a little weird for me.
Yeah, something caught his attention.
There was no indication of what it was. There was no shadow. Nothing crossed in front of a window. There was nothing out by the tree line. So I was really looking like, what got your attention? But he's all, like looking outside. So he goes outside and he's walking around, and as he's going out to the patio, or to the decking, Mr. Best Bunny comes in, and you're like, oh, here we go. And so there's stairs, he goes down and around, but there's another hand there. I was like, oh,
there's two
killers. Okay. So there's two killers, and then Neil gets gets molten chocolate poured on his face.
It took me a few seconds to realize that was chocolate.
Yes, me too. I was like, ew. It's just chocolate. So I was thinking like, the Golden Crown scene in Game of Thrones, so like that, but that with chocolate. I'm like, that would hurt.
Yeah.
So he's getting his face melted off with chocolate, and then brutally stabbed over and over again.
Yes. Like 30 times.
I was laughing at this. Like, I was like, well, damn.
I know. There was like nothing left of his torso.
That person would they were super angry with this guy, which he was kind of a jerk. So whatever.
Yeah.
But just mercilessly stabbed to death. It's so funny. But, and then not a single hole in the shirt when he's dragged.
No, no.
Dining in the kitchen. They're all in the they're all converged in the kitchen, and then they get the when Amy brings out that we come back to that final box in the final recording, and Heather's voice is like a countdown to it. It's like, well, shit's about to get real in 3, 2, 1, and then we hear a gunshot, and Maria +1, poor +1.
I know, it has nothing to do with that night. It's just guilty by association.
It's just right. And that one kind of, I was like, oh damn. It was a good one. Great shot, but so she gets taken out, and then everyone scatters and hides, and then we were focused on Jane for a little while, and she's hiding behind a chair, and then she finally gets thinks she's safe enough to get outside and run, and then so she gets outside, and she comes face to face with Bunny Man, and then doesn't run anywhere. Kind of
Yeah.
Just kind of fight, flight, or freeze. She kind of froze. And then when she decided to run smack dab into the benches, into the table that was there, and I was like, bitch, run. So she finally gets away and goes and hides in the woods. Her white dress still pristine, which takes skill. But she goes and hides in the woods, and Bunny's got a bat. And he finds her, and we don't see the death, but we do see the mark on her forehead later. So it looks like a nice little indentation. I thought they did a good job with the deaths. I thought they were fun, and I think they did a great job. Effective. And then let's see. Then we have Amy and what's his name? Tom, the other guy. Yeah, sort of the like dude bro. But he, he's just kind of there to be body count, I feel.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. He didn't have a whole lot to do. I don't even remember what his secret was.
Was he the gay dude?
Was he?
Yeah, I think that was his secret.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't even remember it.
Yeah, because Heather had secrets on every single person, which was supposed to give people motive to kill her. But whatever her name was, the girl in the white dress. Jane's secret was she was a virgin.
Yeah, like
who the hell cares? She's supposed to be 17 or 18 as she's graduating high school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And even if you're 100 years old and still a virgin, who cares?
Yeah.
So that was a miss for me.
Yeah, definitely. But and then Amy and Tom hide, and then they start sneaking around the house trying to find they also watched Jane. And that's what prompted, they're like, okay, Bunny's out there, we can escape, not knowing that there's two killers yet. So they're sneaking around, and then they split up. I don't remember the reason why they split up. I just remember going, why are you splitting up?
Yeah.
They heard Carl got tackled by a bunny, and then he's all tied up.
Right.
Yeah. So this is kind of where I started disassociating. I think it was just dragging a little long for me. And then when I realized kind of what was going on, I was like, okay, I know who the killer is. All right, just can we get to the reveal now?
Just get to it. Yeah.
So Carl's tied up and being implored to tell this Heather voice who the killer is. And he's like, it's Zara. It's got to be Zara. That's why she killed herself. It's Zara. Zara's the killer. That's the one you want. Please don't hurt me. And then the bunny brings up camera footage of the bunny hanging Zara. So Zara did not kill herself.
Yeah.
She was, in fact, the first victim of Le Bunny. So Carl has a gun. Or not Carl, I'm sorry. Tom. Tom has a gun. And he's like, untie Carl, let Amy go, or I'm going to kill you. And then he gets a nice little attack from behind, blood spurting out of his mouth. Tom is dead there. And Amy's brother, Marty. Amy's brother, Marty, reveals himself to be
the bunny killer.
Yeah. He feels that he needs to protect his sister because one of her friends is a killer. So he's got to take out all of her friends to make sure she is safe, because she came home and spilled the beans about everything to her brother. Come to find out, everyone else needed protection from Amy because she's the one who killed Heather, because they share a father.
Yes. So it turns out Heather's dad had an affair with Amy's mom, and Amy didn't know who her dad was for the first, 16 years of her life, something like that. Amy's mom gets cancer, and she needs money for treatment. So she goes to Heather's dad and is like, surprise, I'm your daughter. Also, my mom needs money for treatment. And the dad is like, okay, I'll pay for it, but my family can never know you exist. Well, Heather overheard the entire conversation, felt like Amy was trying to blackmail her family, which, kind of a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. But I kind of got the feeling if he said no, that she would have just skulked away.
Sure.
But absolutely, just a hair.
Yeah, just a hair.
A hair.
And so for whatever reason, Amy and Heather were friends prior. And so they went on this Easter graduation trip together. And then that's when Heather told Amy, I know that you're trying to blackmail my dad over my dead body. And Amy was like, I can make that happen. And
Your wish is my command.
so she puts on the bunny suit and whacks her like 20 times.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not as many times as Neil got stabbed.
No.
But, you know.
No. Neil had it coming though. Like,
he only had himself. Copyright. Carl gets out of his bonds and runs to the woods. And Amy, the second masked bunny killer is Amy. So they're kind of together doing that.
Amy and Marty.
Yep,
Yeah.
Amy and Marty, but unbeknownst to each other.
Yeah.
So Amy and Marty hunt on Carl. I thought that the shot was really cool between the two.
I liked it,
and they were both like tilting the head. I was like, ooh,
that was
creepy.
a good shot.
That was really good.
Yeah.
And then Marty and Carl get into a scuffle. Marty kills Carl, or I'm sorry, Carl kills Marty. And then we have Amy and Carl sitting at the dining room table again. She's crying and then, says, well, like, Carl, please. And then cut the black and the movie's over.
Yeah, basically it made it seem like Carl was going to call the authorities and get them arrested. Yeah, and so it just cuts to black and Easter Sunday Massacre and
over.
And that was that. So what were your thoughts on it?
My thoughts on it were, it was I thought they did a couple things really clever. I liked the kills. Neil's death in particular was funny and brutal. And those are my two favorite things to mix together. I thought that audio issues aside, I thought it was filmed pretty decently. Everything was nice and crystal clear, and I liked some of the small details of like bringing the cross in, and and how Marty got Heather's voice. Like he put all those together.
Oh yeah,
because she records herself so much, it was easy to put it all together and make it sound like her. And I was like.
And this was before like any AI app was available because it was filmed in 2021. And
so that would have been a lot of work. Appreciate your dedication, Marty. But yeah, I thought it was all right. I had fun with it. Like if you know what you're getting into with these kinds of things, and you can just kind of sit back and relax and be like, that was a good bad movie.
Yeah. Yeah. It is low budget,
yes,
through and through, and that's fine. There were like audio issues, but it's forgivable, especially if you watch it with closed captioning on. I felt like the kills used a lot of blood, which is good, but it's very much like the 99-cent blood that you get at Walmart. Yeah, it was very watery, very like red. It very much looked like fake blood. So I felt like they could have done a little bit better in that department. But other than that, story-wise, I liked it. It didn't need to happen over Easter, though. It really had nothing to do with Easter. And I don't think the movie needed to have, like, Jesus resurrect right in the middle of the field or anything. But, like, it could have been over any camping weekend.
Literally. And with any, like, put a shamrock over your face. Or, it could have been, any holiday. It was very interchangeable, kind of generic.
Yeah. But overall, it was my least favorite movie out of the batch that we watched this month. But it was all right. I'll give it 2 out of 5 toasty marshmallows.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. 2 out of 5. Like I said, if you just kind of want mindless horror fun and you want to watch a slasher, it's a good one to put on and just have fun with. But yeah. So, all right. Well, thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you next time. Bye.